Let's see, do a quick test of the microphone. Actually, might have a problem here. Let's get it started. All right, hello everybody. Can you hear and see us? Well, me, because Nate is not here at the moment. Привет. Hello, Development 4185. So, can you hear the audio okay? Yeah, I see and hear you. Cool. That's great. Yeah. So we'll get started in a minute when Anita gets back. She's just putting one of the babies to sleep. So I can see we've got 19 people watching, which is good. Maybe just as a quick kind of question, we could do what's the weather like where you guys live? Right here at the moment, it's about 1 degree, 0 degrees, somewhere around there. Did I pass the tractor driver's test from Wesley? I think so. I mean, they're letting me drive the tractor while they're gone, so. Good camera today. Well, that's fantastic. Good to hear. So, yeah, weather here is no snow. It's about, somewhere around 0 degrees Celsius. So, what is it? Uran95 has asked what kind of plans we have for New Year's and Christmas. And probably like usual, we'll just celebrate them at home. We'll probably go and see the lights in the city at some point if everything works out. Hello, country girl from Wisconsin. Yeah, good to have you here. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find a convenient time to do a live where it's convenient for us and at the same time people can watch at a convenient time. So it's eventually we'll get it. At the moment, we're doing it 8:30 our time at night. So otherwise we kind of cut into work time and recreation time. So may all your dreams come true. Wish you happiness and health. Well, thank you very much. Yeah. So, and family have already left for Canada. Oh, question mark. What are you doing at farm? At the moment, we are working on different improvements on the farm and looking after animals. Just the usual. Oh, hi. So Nate will be here in a minute. It's 7:38 here in your beach. Oh, that's so interesting. What is 7:38? Oh, 7:40. Yeah, so you're like 12 hours behind us here. Yeah, for Arkansas, it's 11:40. 11:40. So 7:38. So that's morning. presumably 11:40. 11:40 is like, what are we talking? 9 hours behind. Oh, that's very similar to part of Canada. 9 hours. Yeah, it's about right. Is it hard work? Hey, sweetie, is it hard work looking after the farm?
It's not hard work. It just takes organization.
Nah, yeah, asking the wrong person. Nothing's really that hard. It just takes a while. Yeah, it's not at the moment. It's not too hard. We'll see how it goes. As far as winter and stuff goes, and all the kind of difficulties that come with winter, but it should be fine. Should be fine. People have been doing it for years. Can't be that hard. Yeah. 11:41 in Illinois. Yeah. So Illinois, Arkansas, they're all like seems about 9 hours behind us. Eight to there. Yeah. 9 hours behind. Cool. Yeah, so I guess it's kind of the month leading up to Christmas and New Year's. Christmas isn't so big a holiday here as New Year's. New Year's is kind of the really big one, but it's kind of quite a prolonged holiday here compared to Australia. What happened to your house and barn in Altai? Yeah, it's still there. We've got a neighbour looking out for it down there. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. We hope you're doing well as well. Привет, Saltaya. Привет. Yeah. So, what was I saying?
New Year's.
Hey?
New Year's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, New Year's. So, yeah, I guess everybody's starting to plan for the holidays. Yeah, Nate's birthday kind of kicks off that part of the season for us. Are you very tired every day? Yes. That's my own fault, eh? So yeah. So when we celebrate Anita's birthday is when we start hanging all these lights up, and it pretty much coincided with the city hanging up the lights, or at least the local district where we are. Are you fairly new to farming? I know you do mention learning new things. Yeah, well, I haven't really done any farming. We've farm sat before, which was part of what we're going to talk about today. Just some of the things that we've been getting up to.
That's really far away.
Yeah, I know.
Can you read it? Wow.
Well,
like lost and on.
If I wasn't as tired, I would be able to. No, you mentioned learning new things. Yeah, so, well, you can read it on that one.
Can I read it on your phone?
Can you read it off that?
That's the same distance.
It's bigger though. This is why I would have set it up on the phone. We can bring it closer if you want. We just got to find something to put it on.
There.
Oh yeah, for the win. Now just scroll down.
I'll scroll down. So convenient.
You're gonna get that notification out of the way. Yeah. Yeah, there we are. Now you can read it and it'll just pop up.
Aha! Modern technology.
Love all the Christmas lights. These are just these ones. I mean, if you watched our last video, we showed some. Yeah, we showed it. So that was just temporarily hooked up. I've got to wire it up properly. There's a point there, so we can just have it hooked off with the switch. There's a switch inside. We can just switch it on and off. So we've got to do that still. Yeah, lots of things. So before coming here, I had butchered a chicken before, but not like properly. We just kind of chopped its head off and.
That's the opposite of farming.
Hey, that's what you do it for, though, right?
That's the opposite of farming.
Oh, we had like a few chickens here and there, like that
did.
kind of thing. So it wasn't like I hadn't looked after animals before. And then we farmed out for your parents for like a month and a half. While they went to
and I found
Canada, of all places, Canada and Alaska.
Yeah.
And they had 8 cows at the time? 8 cows.
2 milk cows.
Yeah. So no. So there was 2 milk cows, but only one was milking.
Yeah, we're only milking one.
So we milked a cow every day by hand, no machine. I mean, a lot of people do that, but some people have a machine even for one cow. But it was like milking every day, putting hay out with the tractor. Nate's dad had an old Fendt. It's pretty nice. It was interesting. The starter motor, not the starter motor, the key didn't work. There was something wrong with the wiring. And so you had to turn the key, but it wouldn't make the starter motor go over. You'd have to short it with a screwdriver. Do you like Nizhny Novgorod region more than Altai, or are they the same? They have their pros and cons, I guess. The weather, although it's a little bit colder in Altai, well, a lot colder at the moment, has snow, is more sunny than here. That's one pro for Altai. One of the pros for Nizhny is that there's a lot better access to tools and just different products. You're a lot closer to different major cities where things actually get made. So that's convenient. Also, if you think from the farm perspective, there's just, especially with what Aaron plans on doing, or at least planned on doing, because plans always change, of course. There's a lot more people here. A lot more people with that seem to have more expendable money. What are your plans for the next 5 years? Well, yeah, it's hard to plan for 5 years, it seems. We had a plan when we first moved here, and then, of course, COVID happened, and then we had planned. Yeah, basically the immigration law constantly changes, so it's very difficult to plan long term. Obviously, it would be nice to get into farming. Obviously, if we can make that work with Aaron, helping out here just to learn some stuff, and eventually starting our own enterprise, helping here, getting into building, and obviously not living here forever. So we plan on buying our own place eventually. Жену с днем рождения, пусть все будет. Спасибо. Она была здесь. Только что ушла. Отошла. We had a foot of snow last Saturday, then 2 inches on Monday. Wow. Predicting another 2 to 4 inches tonight. This is an early start to snow for us. Yeah, wow. So we've had a bit of snow on and off here, but it's all melted now. It's gone. Just mud. I recently came across your channel. If you don't mind me asking, what made you decide to move from Australia to Russia? That's a very long story. I'm not going to be going over it here. But yeah, I had already been thinking about moving to Russia in 2014, and that was to do with just circumstances that came up, opportunities that presented themselves, made me think about it. You have a new bobcat on your farm? No, we don't. If you're talking about videos that we had previously, with a bobcat on it. That was a friend's bobcat we were using. Yeah. So yeah, well, it's kind of would have been better, of course, if Nita had been here. Yeah. So anyway, with the new year, kind of, all the children are kind of a bit disappointed because we had all these plans and stuff we were going to do for the winter season, and the children are like, "Oh, we're never going to get snow. It's never going to start. Winter's never coming." I got a little ladybug up there. Yeah. So we had planned on putting up like what do you call it? Like a big snow slide and maybe putting an ice rink in, but it's impossible to put an ice rink in when there's no cold weather. We're already at what is it, the 6th today? 6th of December. So yeah, 6th of December and no snow. It's crazy. Where is your children? Children are in bed. Yeah, they go to bed early. They wake up early. There should be snow tomorrow in Nizhny Novgorod, but yeah, last winter's pretty warm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So in Altai, they've already got a good, I don't know, 6 inches of snow to a foot, something like that. We lived in Australia. What were the temperature variations? Okay, so wintertime could get as low as maybe -4 on occasions. Not very regularly, and it wouldn't stay at that temperature during the day. I would usually warm up to I don't know, maybe 2 degrees, 1 degree, somewhere around there. Would be daytime temperatures, rainy, and then in the summer it would get to like 42 degrees Celsius, somewhere around there. Where I grew up, I worked on a couple of days that hit as high as 44 degrees, and that was fun. We were lifting big I-beams for roof, and of course it was over the Christmas period, and all the crane drivers had gone on holidays, so we had to lift it in ourselves if we wanted to do it. And me and my brother wanted to work through the holidays, so we because in Australia, or at least in Western Australia, most of the trades take off 2 weeks over the Christmas holidays, and we just take off the Christmas weekend and then the New Year's holiday, and then that was it. We worked through. So me and one of my brothers asked him to come and help me because everybody else was having holidays. He came out and helped me lift the beam in, and yeah, it's good fun. Is it true that in Australia it's common to encounter poisonous spiders and snakes everywhere, and sharks and crocodiles in the rivers? Well, depending on where you are in Australia, it's going to be a lot more common, but in general, you're not going to encounter that many snakes, especially if you stay to the city. In the country, you might see them if you walk, but most people don't see too many of them because they don't like noise. They don't like people stomping around, so they'll usually get out of your way. Sharks, yeah, sure. Not in the rivers, maybe in the ocean, but I've never been on a beach where there's been a shark attack. Well, not while I've been there anyway. Maybe a shark sighting. I actually have friends that dive quite a bit, and they just swim with the sharks. So yeah, if you're smart and careful, there shouldn't be a problem. Crocodiles in the rivers. Down where we lived, there was no crocodiles in the rivers. If you go up north of Australia, then you have to be careful. A lot of tourists get bitten by crocodiles up there. Quite a few Germans actually made the news for getting eaten by crocodiles. Poisonous spiders. Poisonous spiders, yeah, well, they're kind of everywhere, but, usually they're pretty harmless. You just pick them up and take them outside with the dustpan or something like that. Pretty easy. The bigger ones are pretty scary looking, but not as venomous. Except for the funnel web, but we didn't have that in Western Australia. I've only seen one in my life. And it was we were driving across from Sydney to Perth. We picked up a friend in Sydney. Or actually, Anita's brother Josh and I flew over to where did we fly to? Sydney. Took the train up to Newcastle. Picked up a car up there, which her Olpa had bought for us. He'd found it and then bought it for us. And then we picked up that car, drove back down to Sydney, picked up our friend from Switzerland who had been working on a farm down there somewhere. And then, actually, no, he had been working in Brisbane, and then he flew down to Sydney. They picked up in Sydney and drove all the way back along the coast, and just saw the whole Australian coastline. Drove across the Nullarbor, but we stopped somewhere. I can't remember exactly where we stopped. Just on the side of the road somewhere at night, and laid our swags out, and there it was. It's just like, I don't know, they're about maybe that big. Black spider, pretty chunky looking thing, and most poisonous spider in the world. And so we just picked up our swags and moved to the next spot. But then the rest of the night we were reading like all facts about Sydney funnel webs. Bull sharks can swim into rivers. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've never experienced it though. Nizhny is quite a bit warmer than Minnesota. They have 18 centimeters of snow. Wow. And just below freezing. Definitely prefer this to clouds, rain, and mud. Yeah. I'm with you. Other than livestock, what field crops are you planning on growing? Well, I don't have any land, so I'm not planning on growing anything as far as field crops. Oh, actually, that's not true. We're trying to see what's possible to do, because we're looking at maybe doing, but it's not really a field crop, I guess. Well, it depends on what you mean, because we want to try and do garlic and stuff like that. Is it true that Australian citizens automatically becoming citizen of New Zealand? Not as far as I know, because I was looking into it, because to get an Australian passport costs about $500 now, and to get a New Zealand one's about half that. So yeah, it's crazy. And I think they've got more visa-free countries as well. Yeah, it's just crazy. But no, I don't think I can become a citizen of New Zealand automatically. Hey, neighbour, just popped on to say hello. Hello, neighbour. It's a familiar-looking name right there. What do you think is the most important thing in a relationship? Trust, probably. I'd say trust. Without that, you can't really do a whole lot. It's one of those things too where once you've lost trust, you almost, like, it never comes back fully. You can't, it's something you should cherish and look after. Don't do anything to lose it. Как успехи с вождением трактора? Да, нормально. Это не первый раз я вожу трактора. Здесь есть только некоторые нюансов. Это другой трактор, чем тот, на котором я ездил. И здесь вот эти, как правильно сказать, не знаю, но приборы или как они называются. Вот там есть вот этот обхватка или как это называется. Ну, вот эти вещи, которые крепляются к трактору. У них разные как это, управляющие, как это называется на русском, не знаю. Joystick. Do sharks attack often in Australia? Well, I mean, every year it happens. A couple times, probably every year, at least. My uncle's neighbor was eaten by a shark, died. Рычаги. Рычаг. Это которые crabs. What's the word for crabs, sweetie? Рычаги. Ну, вот этот, который на видео Caretakers взяли тук сена с этот... Я в этом теме не очень... Hello. Не справлюсь. Знакомы ли уже с системой государственной аттестации и экзаменов при домашнем обучении детей? Знакомы ли вы с системой государственной аттестации? Нет, ковш это для песок, ну, земля, а я другой, это, захватом тюков, да, который, да. Are you considering leaving your wife and children in Russia for a while and going to Australia to earn money for a house and business? Nah, probably, no, I'm not going to leave them here. Everything's so the laws and everything change so quickly. If something were to happen and I was stuck over there for some reason, I would just no, it's not going to happen. If we went back, it would be everybody make a bit of a holiday out of it. Make a bit of money, visit the relatives, that kind of thing. We were thinking about doing it this year, but it didn't really work out. So maybe next year, we'll see. Наверное, джойстик. Да. Джойстик. Ну, хорошо. Спасибо. Кажется, на джойстик у него выведено управление. Да. Но не на все тракторы. Не у всех тракторов есть джойстик. Допустим, у отца Аниты в Австралии был трактор Фент, а там джойстика не было. Do you drink more coffee or tea in Russia? What kind of tea, black tea or herbal tea?
We drink mostly herbal tea.
We usually drink herbal tea.
Mm-hmm.
We drink more tea than coffee usually.
Coffee's a treat. Well,
coffee, I don't like to drink too much of it because it's not as good for you as tea is. And from what I have looked into, it's worse for your teeth. So we try to limit that. What kind of tea? Herbal teas. You've got a mix that you make yourself. We've got ones that we collected ourselves just from the forest and fields and places wherever we find it. Yeah. Or sometimes we buy them. Yeah. I'm pretty keen. I drink anything Nate makes.
At the moment, we're drinking lots of berry cordial tea. So the berries are collected over autumn.
Oh, yeah.
And then I make them into a concentrate and then you have them as tea.
Yeah. What are they again?
Kalina berries?
Kalina berries, yeah. So having Kalina cordial. Вообще это называет система захвата. У него сделан на заказ штатный органы управления рычаги. Ну, джойстик очень удобно, конечно. Is there a lot of crime in Australia?
Probably not compared to what Europe seems to have.
I mean, you hear about this and that happening, but it's not something you see a lot of. I mean, it depends on where you are. Certain suburbs have more of it than others. So Armidale, you can see shoplifters every now and again. Usually certain certain types of people. They're very easily told apart from other people.
Yeah.
I actually, when I was younger, was out with some friends. We were out to get some pizza, and we were driving to go and pick it up. As we were driving past, we saw two or three police officers chasing a young child down the. Oh, not young child, probably a teenager about a teenager probably, chasing them across the road and then down to the railway station. And there was no way they were going to catch him. They were ages away from him. And I was like, stop the car, I'll get out and get him. And they were like, no way we're letting you do that. Okay, fine. But yeah, I didn't really see a lot of it there.
Yeah, it's hard to know. Australia's changed a fair bit since we left.
Yeah, and well, I mean, I think we're going to see it will probably rise. There's certain types of immigrants are being let into a lot of Western countries, and culturally they're not very good fit. And when you let in a large amount of them all at once, they tend to not integrate. They just form their own little groups, and then so if they're finding it hard to get work or for whatever reason, maybe their language is not good enough, or they've got no skills, or not skills that people want, or maybe there's prejudice in the community, then they're going to find it hard to get a job, and then they're going to need money and food still. So then they'll start stealing, or they'll start ripping, scamming or something. They're going to, because people have to eat either way. So they'll probably see a rise in that. But yeah. You see Aaron and Anissa are on?
Oh, no, I haven't seen them yet.
They've joined us on the chat.
Ah,
they're a bit higher up. He said, hello, neighbour.
Cup of tea.
Oh, we're still going to do that live. Well, maybe not a live, but at least an interview again together. That'd be heaps cool.
No, I couldn't do without Sean. Not for a long period of time. How's the longest we've gone? What, 5 days since we got married?
Sorry?
The longest you've been away on work for work?
Maybe a week.
You've worked really long shifts.
Maybe a week?
Yeah, but you've never been gone, dedicated gone.
Yeah, no, I don't think
for more
I could
than
do that.
A week.
I'd be too miserable. I wouldn't get any work done. Все дела в привычке. Да. Дело в привычке, да. Я не говорю, что я тракторист и могу хорошо ездить на тракторе, но на самом деле неплохо справлюсь с трактором. Я как это, работал на Bobcat, на экскаваторе с разными размерами. И на фронтальный погрузчик. Погрузчик. Is this how you envisioned your life to be?
Depends how far back you go.
Well, I mean, when we were living at your parents' place on the farm there, we were looking at buying what was it, a quarter acre?
What do you mean, just farming or Russia?
No, I just mean like in general. Like,
well, we always intended to have a small farm at least.
We didn't think we were going to get on a big farm, so you know, we thought, oh yeah, at least live out in the country, in a place where we can, raise our children without harmful external influence. A bit of a slower pace. It's a different type of people live in the country usually. Not usually so disattached from reality. And so, in general, I wouldn't say it's like, I mean, obviously certain aspects of it are a lot different. I didn't imagine I'd be living so far from my parents.
Yeah.
I didn't imagine, there's lots of things like that I just didn't imagine. But in general, I think a lot of it's exactly how I imagined it would be. I met this beautiful lady, we got married and had a few children, and it's exactly.
Most of our married life's been in Russia.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't really know any different.
No. Rebel Life channel is pretty much dead on YouTube. Yep. You can still catch them on Boosty though.
Sorry.
Я помню, что вы на тракторе особенно не работали, тем более на такие, как МТЗ. Да. They're asking about the new contract thing to do with permanent residency. Он относится к вам или нет? Нет, пока не относится к нам, потому что это только при подаче заявку на либо вид на жительство, либо на гражданство. И из-за того, что у нас уже есть не гражданство, а вид на жительство, это нам не касается. А через 2 года, когда мы на гражданство будем подать, как это называется? Заявка, абонемент, заявление. То тогда, да, нам нужно будет контракт. Я уже читал все... I would have said 4? Like this?
Yeah, otherwise.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Otherwise I look too small?
No, it's just too small, but it looks like you're like talking to the ceiling.
Да, то нам... да, я уже читал все 19 страниц, этот новый указ, и всякие связанные указы тоже читал. И, да, вроде понятно, что делать. Надо посмотреть, как это будет через 2 года. Cheers to water. Hello to the neighbours from Ivanova. Is it true that you hardly ever eat soups? Considering the climate in Australia, it's understandable, but it's cold in Altai. Yeah, I'm not much of a soup person, but Neat makes some really nice soups. And here in Russia, we've had some really nice soups.
It's a staple for lunch in winter time.
We have it in winter when it's cold.
Homemade bread and soup.
We have quite a lot of soup. And sometimes in summer we have it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But in Australia I didn't really eat it a whole lot. In winter in Australia, people tend to make soup as well. Well, people. I know my parents did. My mum did. So yeah, you can have soup in Australia, but it's not popular like it is here. I know you're a spiritual person, brother. Since I started typing, my life has changed dramatically. It's strange, but it works. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, this is the second time we've had the farm sit for. I had to. This is the second time we have. We've offered to. First time we were just married. Just married? No, we've been married for 3 months. And it was I think like September or something like this. Anyway, so it was spring? Yeah, spring, and we had cows get out through the fence and all sorts of fun stuff.
Yes.
Great. We had to pick the make sure it was
well, we're harvesting from the garden at the time because in Australia you have a full cycle garden, so you can.
And Nate's mum had like this big garden of silver beet, or what do they call it? Swiss chard. Just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And kale and
broccoli,
like a whole bunch of these brassicas and leafy greens, and we had to keep on top of it because if you didn't, it would kind of go to flower, and then Nate's mum wouldn't be able to use it that much either. So we had to keep on top of it to keep it in the growth phase. So that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, we like it. I mean, it can be a lot of work sometimes, but it's nice. It's a skill.
It's
learning how to
wholesome kind of work.
Learning how to deal with animals and stuff, and yeah, I think it's we're quite honoured to be trusted with such a great responsibility. What food do you miss from Australia?
Oh, pies, meat pies, fish and chips.
Meat pies.
Yeah, meat pies and fish and chips.
Fish and chips. So we can have chips here. I mean, if you saw our last video, you would have seen that we made our own chips.
They're just very common and easily available.
In Australia, it's just easy to get it as.
It's a cheap food.
You know, you're on the way home from somewhere and you want to get some chips.
Some fries.
We usually get a chicken and chips, and then you've got dinner without having to make anything.
Yeah.
If you
make a salad when
you're driving, like for instance on our trip across from Altai to here, in Australia, if you did a trip like that, you could just get fish and chips. You could get like a $10 chicken from Coles. Coles is in every suburb. There's one. It's just a different thing, but like not really anything I miss. Vegemante's nice every now and again.
Tim Tams.
You're right there.
Someone's sleepy.
Salt and vinegar chips.
Yeah, they're nice. We have a brand of chips called Smith's. Like they have Lay's here, we have Smith's, and they have salt.
I was going to say affordable lamb, but it's not affordable anyway.
No. Yeah.
Nothing really else, I don't think.
Have you tried cabbage soup made from the top green leaves?
Your family, whose decision was it to stay in Russia? Who makes the decisions in your family? Whose decision was it to stay in Russia? All the decisions we make together. Ultimately, I make the decision, but it's not something that I do just by myself. We talk about it together, and we decide what we're going to do for our family, and then and then we go and do it. There's not really a you and me; it's an us thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
but ultimately, I take responsibility. So if it goes all bad, everybody goes, "Well, that was silly, Justin." What food do you miss from Australia? Already did that one. Скучаете по Австралии? Есть некоторые вещи, которые нам очень нравятся, если говорим про Австралию. Но не так скучаем, что вернулись бы. Have you tried cabbage soup made from top green leaves that are usually thrown away?
I have made soup out of those before.
And do you like Ivan chai?
Yes, I do like
Ivan tea. Yes, we do. Is it legal to carry guns in Australia?
If you have a license.
We've actually, I think Justice Walker, we've been to his farm. There's a video on the channel somewhere of us visiting him. I don't know if we'll ever go back there because we break down every time. But he grows or collects even Ivan chai from around there and sells it. And we got to try some of it. Yeah, we quite like it.
And we've sort of drunk it ever since.
Yeah. Notice the guitar in the background. Whoa, who's the musician? The guitar, like the ukulele, is an instrument played closely to the heart. Yeah, exactly.
Justin is the guitar player.
Yeah, that's my guitar. This one. Brought it from Australia. It was given to me when I was 13 by my parents. How do you feel about taking care of the farm and animals while Aaron's family is away on holiday? Yeah.
Enjoying being a blessing? Enjoying the experience?
Yeah, we like it.
It's good.
It's good, yeah. We like that we're able to be a blessing, be available, so that's good. It's always nice to know that you've got people you can trust looking after your stuff if you have to go away. That's one thing. We haven't gotten a dog or anything like that because we're just like, if we have to move or if we have to do this, we don't have to. Who's going to look after it? What are you going to do with it? So, we're quite honoured to be trusted enough to look after the place, and we hope we don't let them down. How do you feel about taking care of the dinner? We did that. Love salt and vinegar chips. Yeah.
Thumbs up, salt and vinegar chips.
When I was younger, they weren't my favourite growing up. I would have gone for the barbecue ones, Samboys and stuff. But now those ones really don't tempt me at all. And I really like the salt and vinegar. Часто молодец, говоришь на русском отлично, с знанием языка можешь везде в России работать. Если захочешь или подрабатывать, выбирайте, как вам лучше. Копи деньги на свою жилплощадь. I was reading the P as a L and the P that as an A, you must win. You have no other choice, my experience. Yeah, exactly. There is only one choice. That's win. You just got to decide, how bad you want it. Hey, especially with these little ones around, hey? Yeah, so far, it's been really positive experience moving here to Nizhny. Of course, we came for the fellowship with Aaron, and as soon as we came here, I
don't know what's wrong with us. They disappeared.
He's decided he's going to leave, so he's coming back though. At least that's what he said. So
we look forward to them coming back.
What did you name your children? We're not disclosing our children's names on the internet. Sorry,
but they were all picked with love.
They're all very nice names. We are trying to preserve the privacy of our children as much as possible, given that we're on YouTube ourselves. I didn't really want to be a YouTuber when I was younger and when we first got married, it was like the furthest thing from my mind. If somebody had said, "Oh, why don't you become a YouTuber?" I'd be like, "No way! Why would I want to be on the internet?" But because of circumstances, the way they happened when we moved here, we had to make money some way, and it was one of the ways that we could do it without breaking Russian law. So,
and we could share our experience. Many people asked us about our experiences.
Yeah. So we started it, but I wanted to give our children the opportunity to be anonymous if they wanted to. And at the moment, they're not really mature enough to make that decision themselves. So I could quite easily just, ask them now, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we're fine with it," but they're not old enough to understand what they're saying. So we've decided that that's later on, if they're when they get older and they can make those kind of decisions, then that's something they can make for themselves. Hi to both of you. Finally, I can see you live. I loved your birthday party. Hello, Kirsten. Nice to see you here.
I loved it too. Nice to see you too.
It's a bit of a tradition to make sausage rolls, and this year we made chippies as well, which Nate really likes.
There's not much made out of potato I don't like, so we moved to the right country.
And we've been having a bit of fun banter with the Canadians, because every time we say chips, when we're talking about hot chips, we confuse them because they call them fries. So anyway, that's been a lot of fun. The whole language thing, the different words for the same thing.
Never a lack of.
I'd like to think I've matured a bit. I know when I was younger, I was like the whole, you've got to speak properly. Like, that's not proper English. Fries is what the Americans call them. Yeah. Anyway, that's good. It's good fun. Yeah. What else was on the agenda for today?
What are the challenges we foresee coming up in winter with the phone? Should we say it? Are they on here?
Yeah, he's on here. He's watching. Climate-wise, which is better, Nizhny or Altai? Well, climate-wise,
it's warmer.
Here.
That's for sure.
Although at the moment it feels colder.
It feels very cold because it's rainy.
Yeah. So French fries get sold in Australia only at McDonald's.
Yep.
Oh, and then Hungry Jack's, which is Burger King everywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
They're the only places that sell French fries. Everywhere else just does like bigger chips.
Yeah, they're not so small, finely cut. They're like a chunkier. I think they call them steak fries or something in America.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not so
they're
cultured.
Like a bigger cut chip fry, and we call them chips.
So back to better in Altai or Nizhny Novgorod. The climate. Well, it's in our experience. Now, granted, we've only been here for 4 months,
something like that. And we haven't had the extreme summer.
Yeah, 4 months.
Summer, and we haven't had like the middle.
So we've only had the end of summer and the start of winter. I would say that it's more sunny in Altai than here, but it's warmer here in general. So like down there at the moment, it's like minus 15 kind of weather, snowy. Yeah. And up here we've had snow, but it's all melted.
We've had sprinkles.
There we are. Ruth says, I think cut fry is called a steak fry.
Yeah, so that's just what we call chips in Australia across the board. That's what you
And we would think you were saying something like a fish fry and you were talking about an event.
Yeah, although we don't have that in Australia either.
No, but I know what a fish fry is from pop culture, like from
American
culture,
Canadian sort of. Is the climate cold in southern Australia? It's not cold in southern Australia, but you'll get a frost at about -4 in winter. And sometimes it snows on the tops of the mountains, but not for very long. It doesn't hang around.
Who was that? Are you
It's
answering
right
the one about
underneath-
climate is cold in South Australia?
Yes.
Southern Australia, yeah. So they have in the Stirling Ranges, which is not far from where we live.
About an hour and a half. Or maybe
Well,
an
you
hour.
could see them from your
Yeah,
parents' place.
but yeah, it was still up. As the crow flies, it was closer.
Anyway, they get snow fairly regularly, and I think the year we moved here, they got like snow that stayed on the ground for quite a while.
But it's not
there for a
common.
while. It's not common though.
Not at all.
But then they have the snowy mountains on the east coast, and they have snow, like proper snow. They have ski slopes and all that kind of thing.
And then apparently this year they've just been dumped with snow.
Yeah, well, they had snow drifts like up to the doors and stuff.
But it does feel cold there because a bit like the shoulder seasons here, there's lots of moisture in the air, so it's really damp cold. So it's kind of cold when you stand outside working and you just get wet slowly.
Yeah.
Not pleasant.
Yeah.
I much prefer
Australia
-15
winter's like
snow weather.
Australian winter's like it's sprinkling. Shall we go to work? Yeah, we'll go to work. So it's sprinkling. What are you talking about? Go to work. Gets a little bit heavier. It's starting to get a little damp. Everything's starting to get a little damp. And these days it's a little bit safer because we don't use so many power cords. But back in the day, it was always like, oh, you've got power cords running through puddles, and then you've got the angle grinders for some reason give you a zap more than any other power tool. You'd always get a zap off the angle grinder. So you'd be doing eave sheets. You'd be cutting eave sheets with an angle grinder. Don't tell anybody I said this because nowadays they throw a fit. But yes, we used to cut the Hardy Flex with the angle grinder. And you pick it up, you turn it on, you get zapped straight away. But yeah, then after a while, after you're all damp and wet and stuff, they'll be like, looks like it's going to be like this all day. We'll just go home and see. If by lunchtime it had cleared up, then we'd go back out. And if not, then you'd stay home. But that's what working in winter in Australia was like. It's getting wet.
Air fry sweet potato chips.
Air fry. Where's that?
Underneath.
Oh. Tried sweet potato chips. Have we tried sweet potato chips?
I have.
I've tried sweet potato crisps.
They're too expensive here to do. So I'm growing sweet potatoes.
We are growing sweet potatoes. We're going to attempt to grow them. We've got the slips getting started. We'll see how it goes.
I love sweet
Who's
potatoes.
looking after our place in Altai? Someone looking after it. Well, we've got a few people looking after it. What should we do? What's like 3 things that surprised us when we moved to Russia?
Surprised us. It's kind of hard because we came over on holidays before we moved here.
Yeah, but okay, so the banking system here when we first moved was very advanced compared to
Yes, app-wise they were.
compared to Australia. They've caught up now, as far as I've heard. But that was interesting. What was another one? Their roundabouts were confusing. I know it's the European system, but in Australia, in general, at least in Western Australia, as far as I know, there's just a one rule for roundabouts, and it's the same at every roundabout. You don't have to look for a special sign and then work out what type of picture it's got on it, and then who's got the right of way. It's just the same everywhere. If there's a complicated roundabout with lots of different exits and stuff on it, then there'll be a massive, huge, big sign, like a billboard, with arrows showing which lane goes where. It's all very straightforward. So that was one thing that that was surprising.
Also, yeah, like having to show all your paperwork when you get pulled over. The police pull you over and you have to, like in Australia, it's just everything's done on their computer.
Well, everything's already in their system. So you show them your driver's license, and they straight away know. Well, I mean, it's easy enough if the car's registered in your name. So they'll look it up. They'll see that you own a few vehicles. They can tell off of the license plate of the car whether it's insured or not. Well, not insured because insurance isn't mandatory in Australia, compulsory in Australia.
No, but they have a basic insurance.
But they know if it's registered, like whether your rego's up to date, and they can tell all of that before they pull you over. So they don't even have to pull you over to tell. They'll just, the computer in their car just scans it, and then you usually only get pulled over if they've got a quota to fill of random breath tests or if, maybe your rego's expired, or if the person who owns the vehicle you're driving doesn't have a license anymore, and then they'll pull you over and ask to see your license, and then they'll go, hey, you don't own this car, why are you driving it? So, but in general, you just have to show your driver's license, and now you can even do it in electronic form, which wasn't available when we were there. So yeah, that's different. Here I think you can show electronic form for some things as well. So like what is it, the PTS or something, whatever it is, the little pink card. I think you can do in electronic form now, or at least in certain areas. I think you can do it. But yeah, I
think if you moved from Europe, you'd find Russia not very different. But because we moved from a country that is far removed from Europe's way of doing things, the European side of Russia's way of doing things is different.
Oh, another thing that was surprising is that, and it kind of makes sense if you see in Australia the public transport system is, well, at least on the west coast anyway, is not particularly great. If you live not to travel like across suburbs and stuff, it's not very good. You can still get across, but it's not like here.
We have main train lines that go from sections of the city, but
so the idea of taking public transport as a tradesman to work, it just doesn't make any sense in Australia. And then coming here, obviously a lot of people do that. But the thing I'm getting at is that when we got here, people would show up to work in good clothes, change when they got there into their work clothes, work for a bit, work till almost packing up time, and then getting dressed into their good clothes again was part of packing up.
Yeah, it's part of paying
It was
time.
Such a foreign concept. Like in Australia, you rock up to work 5 minutes early in your work clothes. Like, it was just like a completely different thing. Anyway, it was quite interesting. I kind of get it. You don't want to go on public transport in your dirty work clothes, all covered in, cement that might be wet still, or I can understand.
Public transport makes sense.
It was just so different to us. Why don't you plant Ivan chai in the empty space near the rental? I buy it on Avito because it's often unavailable in stores. And why does your daughter speak Russian without an accent?
Because she's been around children who speak only Russian.
Yeah. Well, we don't have dual language friends. They either speak English or they speak Russian.
So when we're with the Russian friends, they speak only Russian, and they speak Russian as they hear it.
Yeah. So they hear it without an accent. We didn't at the start talk too much Russian to them at all, because we didn't want to teach them wrong.
Bad accent.
We didn't want to teach them the wrong way to say it, a bad accent, and all that kind of stuff. So we tried to just find people with children around our age and their age, maybe a little bit older. It's not too bad, but as long as there's an interest there, and they could be quite a bit older as long as they've got an interest to talk with them.
When we were in Novosibirsk, we lived right next door to a family that had children nearly the exact same age.
But our oldest started talking in the Russian accent long before she could say many words. She just liked to read books and then she'd
pretend
to talk
make
Russian,
the
but she would
sounds.
just make all the accent noises. So,
Yeah.
On your bucket list of countries to visit, what country tops that list? Australia.
Yeah, Australia's probably my favorite.
I'd say Australia, and that's mainly because I know people there. I know the country. I've been to Switzerland. Switzerland's a nice place too. It really depends on what you want to do. I mean, there's places that are interesting, sure.
Depends whether you want cultural experiences, you're going for relaxation, you're going to visit people. They're all different reasons for travel.
Yeah, well, I look at it and go, oh, what would be... Why are you going? I mean, if I'm going because of my children, they haven't seen Australia, so Australia is a place where you can still show them something they've not seen. At the same time as being familiar to you. Yeah. Are you trying to experience a different culture? I'm not, I like learning about different cultures and stuff, but to me, always in the back of my head is how many hours do I have to work to pay for the ticket to go to this place? And then I just go, well, I don't really want to go there that much. So
when it comes to relaxation,
if I was a single person, and I just wanted to experience the world, yeah, sure, there's probably a few places, but I'm not. So yeah, there's lots of places in Russia I'd like to go and visit, and lots of places in Australia that'd be cool to see.
So they're probably our top two places.
See more of Russia places I'd go
and show our children Australia.
Maybe go to Baikal, summer, winter.
But even trips back to Altai would be nice. There's places in Gorm Altai we haven't seen.
Yeah, people we know down there. It'd be nice to visit again.
Nice to go and visit. I want to see Moscow one day and St. Petersburg. All those places. Yeah. You said you had a Toyota Hilux. What was your opinion of this car? What problems did it have? What problems didn't it have?
The Hilux?
Yeah.
You said that in Australia you had a Toyota Hilux. What was your opinion of this car? What problems did it have? Okay, so I had a 1994. 1994 LN106. So I had a dual cab Hilux. It was spray can black. So whoever it was said, maybe it had a few dented panels or something. They've whacked a few, scrap panels they found lying around. So, there was bits of green panels on there. There was a red bonnet on there, or hood if you're from America. The actual body of the car, we call them a ute in Australia, was like a gunmetal grey colour. And so they'd just taken a matte black spray can and sprayed over the whole thing. They hadn't prepped it at all, the people I bought it off of. And so as I was driving it, the hood bonnet turned to like a tiger red stripy thing because it all started wearing off. In general, there wasn't a whole lot of problems with it. There's basically you just had to keep up with the oil changes. It was gutless, so
they're gutless, but they run forever.
If you compare it to the petrol 2.7 litre engine, it was more economical, but then it didn't go very fast either. So I liked it. I
expect to get down to 60 kilometers an hour going up the hill.
Yeah, if you're just putting around doing this and that and the other, it was pretty good. The newer ones are better, but a lot of people say they're pretty rough. They're not a driver-friendly car. No,
they're a workhorse.
Yeah. That's why people buy them. They buy them because, Toyota reputation is that they're going to be reliable. And the older ones were definitely like that. I can't really speak to the new ones. Living in Australia, fighting off venomous creatures and walking upside down. How long did you get used to the absence of these problems? Well, I mean, you think this is a problem. Yeah, we haven't gotten used to the absence of these problems.
I still check under everything before I pick it up, just in case there's a snake.
Yeah, the idea that the spiders are not out to kill you. Опасны ли кенгуру для человека или они как собаки? Yeah, они как собаки. И опасно, и не опасно. Зависит от собака и человека. So Elena says that we could get like audio poems and skazkis, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Russian, and then turn it on. Apparently on the internet there's lots of those sort of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
We
actually have a few of them ourselves. We like to listen to Russian music as well, so the children get to hear that. Собака тоже разные бывает, да.
I find the hardest thing is, obviously, I've gotten a couple for the children that they really like. Simple Russian.
Where's Gladstone? Is that?
There's chicken here.
East Coast? Gladstone?
Yes, the best knowledge is above Gladstone. I
think
I've been there.
Is that up near Queensland?
I think it's in Queensland, but I can't remember.
Gladstone was very hot for me. Isn't that more humid though? If it is up that way, it's more humid up there.
If it's up towards Queensland,
then it would feel really hot. That's one thing we noticed. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, Australia's hot," and yeah, sure, it's hot. We have like high temperatures, but in Western Australia, it was a dry heat.
Yes.
And so it doesn't feel like it really bites. Like you go outside and you feel like you're cooking straight away.
Oh, the sun. But as long as you're out of the sun, you're fine.
But, you know, you stay out the sun, wear a big hat, drink plenty of water. It's not so bad. But if you have humid heat, you just don't cool down.
Mm-hmm. No, you can't get out of the heat.
Иная собака опаснее медведя будет. Do you pray every day? Let you pray your children as well. I don't quite understand the last part of the question, but I think the answer is yes. Yeah, we pray every day. Yeah. If you think about it this way, if you had a relationship, I mean, it's written in the Bible. It says, "Many shall come in that day and say, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? Didn't we do this? Didn't we do that?" And he'll say, "Depart from me, I never knew you." You have to have a relationship, and you can't have a relationship without communication. Do you understand Russian language movies? Watching movies will help you learn the language and understand the culture. We used to watch more Russian movies when we first moved here. I haven't watched too many lately. Just gotten really busy. Obviously, when we first moved here, we had one child, and now we have 5. So that adds a little bit to the whole business thing. But yeah, we quite like there's quite a few of the old Soviet films that we like. We gotta be careful. Some of these, but which ones are good? I don't recommend some that aren't any good. What's that one called about the dog?
Oh,
a German Shepherd.
Just describe it. It's a famous actor, and he's got a service dog. He's in the police force with a service dog.
Yeah, but what's the guy's name? I'm really bad with remembering the actors' names.
Passed away.
Yeah, he's got
He's one of the main actors in Operacja.
Yeah, one of the guys who He acted in Operatie. He did a film with a dog. The dog gets sold to the police force or something by some lady, and then it turns out it's some other guy's dog, and then they can't get it back or something or whatever. I can't remember exactly how it all happens, but he looks after the dog. He trains it. It was hard, but eventually succeeds. Anyway, really nice story. Price the buck. Do you understand Russian language? 9 o'clock appointment must bow out. Well, I hope your appointment goes well. Thanks for joining. В каком доме лучше звукоизоляция получилась? В большом с ватой или в маленьком с бумагой? So they're wondering which one had better sound insulation. Small house with. Sorry, no. Hang on a second. They said in a big house with bats, or a small one with paper. I think so. They're talking about Aaron's house. So Aaron's house has bats, and this one has paper. Man, I'd have to think about that.
I don't know.
We'll have to check that and get back to you because
we haven't done a comparison.
I haven't done a comparison. It'd be really cool to see what the just ambient noise is here compared to there. Yeah. Yuri Nikulin.
Yes.
Yeah. Come near Mukhtar. Yeah. That's the one.
Yes, that's the one. We quite enjoyed that. We've watched that a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's quite a nice movie.
What was the Brilliant Rookie or something like that?
Oh, no, that's better.
I never remember.
That's,
Same actor, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, he acts in a lot of movies.
What's another one?
Oh, we've watched Kavkazi.
Kavkazi.
Kidnapping. What's it called in Russian? I
can't remember the name for it.
Famous film. Yes, we can. The problem is they're not as easy to find as they used to be. And a lot of modern movies have some pretty disturbing themes these days. So we try and stay away from modern movies in general.
Follow the ministry of Kenneth Copeland and recommend him to you. No, I follow the ministry of Kenneth Copeland.
Have you?
Yeah, I think I've seen some of his stuff on YouTube. Do you like Greek bakery?
Can't say what's a Greek
I haven't
bakery.
had too much
Greek.
I don't think Greek. German bakery.
German in Australia, lots of French and Vietnamese.
Most baked stuff I don't mind, but I can't say I've tried Greek bakery.
Do we feel lonely without Anissa and Arend and their children? Well, of course we miss them.
Yep.
But we're glad that we can help them out, and we're glad they're having a good time.
The children miss them.
Yes, the children.
Бриллиантовая рука. Кавказская пленница. Yes,
yeah,
that's the one.
Кавказская пленница.
Yeah.
That
was one of the first ones we watched.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, all. Собака бывает кусачей только от жизни собачьей. We are happy to see you. We're happy to see you guys. Well, we can't see you, but, to hear from you. That you're here. Yeah. This would be very boring without everybody.
We'll be talking to ourselves.
Yeah. yeah, so far we haven't been able to do the snow slide, which has been very disappointing for the children.
Or an ice rink or
Or an ice
anything
rink.
like
No
that.
snow. Crazy.
Yeah. Just mud.
Our little girl's like down here, little baby.
Yes. She took a cat nap.
And she is shaking her head in agreement. No, not very good.
No snow.
Yeah. So, wow. Is that the time?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've gone a tad over this time.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll go till 10 o'clock our time. So another 5 minutes and we're going to have to wrap it up. Do you milk the cows? Nope.
No, the cows are not old enough for milking yet.
Cows are not old enough. No.
We have milked, obviously, when we farm stayed for my parents. Then we milked cows.
Yeah, we milked one cow. What was it? A Jersey Cross?
Yes, she was a Jersey Cross. Her name
Jersey
was
Cross.
Lovely black gentle cow. Very nice.
Yeah. And at the time we were milking, we got about, 5 litres from it?
Yeah.
5-6 litres. Not a lot of, it was bad, it was just coming into good milking season.
Yeah. And her calf was already much older, so her milk production had dropped.
Yeah. Because we only milked once a day, and the calf was on the cow for the rest of the day. So we're pretty much just milking enough to
just for what
give ourselves
was consumed.
milk and cheese.
Yeah.
Na guitarra with cigarette. You could play the guitar. So
Do we
she
use
does.
VK Network social network? Yes, we do. We have a VK page where we sell our honey through and beanies and things like that we make. And we also I put up posts and bits and pieces up there as well. So yes, we do.
Yeah.
You can just look up 82 Acres Farm and you should be able to find our VK community page. Babe. It's funny, one of our neighbors had a really big gentle cow and her name was Barbie. She was hilarious. When we first got the cows delivered to the farm, we had them on a cattle moving trailer, and one of the cows decided it would jump every fence, and it ended up stopping in a paddock with another cow who became its best friend, and her name was
And
Barbie.
it was
Massive. It was a huge cow, but it took a lot of weight to get our cow back, let's put it that way.
Do you plan to start a family farm? Family farm like Justice Walker in the future. I'm not sure what you mean by family farm like Justice Walker.
Obviously, if we have a farm, which we hope to, our family will be involved in the farm.
Yeah. If you can have your children grow up to be gainfully employed in a family business, I think it's a great thing. You can stay close together. You can help each other out.
And even if your children decided to other things, it's a really good starting point for them.
Yeah, and there's so much scope for doing other things, farming as well.
Yeah.
But, we're not there yet. One day maybe. So what was the other thing? Okay, so we're going to wrap it up pretty soon. Do property taxes cost a lot there? No, they don't. Huh? What?
The last comment.
No?
It's the little characters that supposedly pick up your house while you're not here that you can't see.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So it's possible for you to start a construction business. Yep. What happens to the eggs you collect? We sell them. Or eat them. or both?
Preferably both.
Sorry, back to the property taxes thing. We have 2 properties, and the property tax for both of those was 6,100 and something rubles, which equates to about $100 for the year. So that's one large property, 2 acres, 80, or a little bit over 2 acres, with a house on it, and another block with no house on it. Вы счастливы, что вам близко в России, что? Yeah, we're happy. Да, мы счастливы. Oh, can you play a nice melody before closing the stream? Wow, for you, mate. Hopefully it's in June today.
If not, we'll go on to Cold Star.
Oops, missed that.
When we first got married, he had an electric guitar, and I'd have to sit there like this.
Yeah. Only sometimes.
Only sometimes. We had a tiny house.
That's
he
because
had a massive amp, and it was the
what happened to the
quietest he could make it, but I'd still walk around with my fingers in my ears.
Oh yeah, I had a
it was beautifully
Fender Hot
terribly
Rod
loud.
Deluxe 3 amp, and it was 1,000 watt.
It was too big for a little house.
Tube amp, analog. It was really nice. I always wanted one, but we had to sell it when it came in. We just need to grow wherever God plants us. That's right. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. And yes. A bit early for Merry Christmas, surely. Spasiba tut zritseli. Everybody's clapping. That's what means.
I know, that's why I was clapping.
You're so clever.
I can read some Russian.
How can you earn money quickly and save money if you have 5 children and you need to buy your own land and build your own farm? Do you have a plan? Well, we have ideas. We don't have an actual plan at the moment. For now, we are planning on selling the place in Altai that we don't need. So that will put towards it. Obviously, buying a big property takes a bit of while. So, a bit of money, and a bit of money takes a while to come by. So, I don't know of any good get-rich-quick schemes, but I know a few that require a lot of hard work. So, we're just going to have to put a lot of hard work in. Yeah. So, at the moment, we're planning on doing a live every Saturday at the same time. So, 8:30 our time, which is Moscow time. That's the plan. So, till next week, thank you all for tuning in. And, have a blessed rest of the weekend. And we'll see you next time. Paka paka.
Guys, I figured out how to stop.
Don't know how to stop the stream.
Why didn't they make the button red?